our own homes. Today we're going to be using equipment like weights. So if you have a set of 5 pound, 10 pound, maybe even 12 to 15 pound dumbbells, grab those. If you don't have any weights, we've been talking about creative ways of using your at-home supplies. So I hope you've already managed to find those. And then a towel. So if you already have a towel to wipe your sweat, definitely, but also to use as a prop for our warm-up and for some of the exercises we'll be doing today. So grab that towel if you don't have it. Something that's about a little longer than shoulder distance, because we're gonna go wide with our arms. So have something, have a towel that's a little bigger. And finally, listen to your body. Your body, everyone's different, so we're kind of in our own places. I can't even see you. I can't guide you in the best way because I can't visually see what you're doing. So definitely in this point, you have to really take care of your body, your injuries, and give yourself that variety that you need. Modify, take breaks, and of course, if halfway through you need to finish, just make sure you cool down before you get away from this moving part of your day. All right, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna have my earbuds on today. I've got some AirPods, so I'll have a chance to listen to music with you. But I'm gonna give you my playlist, which is on Spotify. It's called Zoom Fit 8, and it's on Spotify only. So if you have no access to that, turn on your own music, get some rhythms going, and we're about to go. So if you're just joining us, my name is Hannah, and this is our 30-minute total body movement class. And we're gonna start with our towels, and our warm-up is gonna be standing. So your towel, have that ready to go. Turn on your music. It's time to start moving. All right, so we have this towel. We're gonna use this towel to energize the upper back and the muscles around our shoulders. So standing with your feet wider than your hips, pulling the towel apart from your mid-back, start to find the tension in the shoulder area, start to spiral the arms back, feel those triceps, and then begin to find a low and steady squat to stand, inhale and exhale. So just starting to pull that towel apart, waking up, not just the legs, but also the shoulders on the back. You got it. Let's do another 8. Noticing that full inhale and exhale, and starting to work from the inside, the action of your core from the inside. All right, we're gonna add on here, last one. Keep going with your squat, but on the way up, rotate across the body. Watch for that range. You're just warming up. Inhale and exhale. And if you are playing music today, if the music is faster or slower, just kind of pace yourself with that. Pace yourself with your body too. Last 4. Nice and easy. Last 2. Last 1. Come back to center. Take your towel behind your back. Take a grip as wide as you feel comfortable, and then reach your arms back, open up through the shoulders in the front. Stance is still wide. We're gonna go into a hinge. The hinge is for the deadlifts, lunges, any type of movements that require a hinge. We've got to warm up for that. Make sure your knees are slightly bent. Your back is long. Your chest is pretty much coming parallel towards the ground. But you don't have to go that low. So just notice your range. Last 2. And last 1. Keep that tension in the towel. Step into your right foot. Extend your right leg back, so step into your left foot. Either way, one leg is up, one leg is strong and steady, holding you. Now the arms are gonna pulse up with the leg. 10. Keep lengthening through the spine, opening up through the front of the shoulders, and keep pulling the towel apart. Last 3. 2, there's a little bend in that standing leg, and then release. Switch sides. Find your stance. Extend the back leg, hinge, and then begin to pulse. Your body is a nice long straight line. Again, the hinge is as low as you feel you can handle the support and the alignment. Last 4, 3, 2, getting those shoulders fired up, those glutes fired up. Come back to center, grab your towel in the front, take that wide stance, and let's get a little more fluid. big circles. So now you have a squat and a nice side reach. A standing up and a coming back down. Pull the towel apart. Let's do one more and then switch direction. This one you can go pretty big. A fluid movement, going down and up with those legs. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Excellent. Take your body to the back of your mat. Put your towel down, so squat to do that, and then walk forward into a nice wide-legged plank. Spread out your fingers, charge through your arms. Let's go back and forth between pike and plank. So the hips go up and back, then you go forward and lengthen. Find that line, that strong plank. Inhale and exhale. Again, you can go as fast or as slow as you need to. 4 more. Getting into the entire body here. Full muscles in the upper body, full strength in the legs, and of course in the center of the body. Last 3. 1 more. On the last one, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk towards your feet. Grab your towel, and then squat back to stand. Bring your arms up. Your legs are wide. Come up on your toes, lift your heels, and then bring your arms in front of the chest. Pull the towel apart and see if you can squat with your heels up. A little bit of balance work. Pull that towel apart. Charge through the mid-back, and then come back up. Use your glutes. Heels are still off the ground. Reach up. 1 more time. Arms in front of the chest. Squat down. Pull the towel apart. Imagine you're pulling the floor apart with your feet. And then slowly come up. Reach your arms up. Bring the heels down. And let's return to the first move. The first move, our squat, adding the rotation. Squat, rotate. 1 more little add-on. You don't have to, but this is a little extra. Knee up. Squat, knee up, and rotate. Really get those shoulders on your back to fire up as you pull that towel apart. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your legs a little wider, and then finish up with a side-to-side lunge. You can put the towel at the crease of your hips where you're hinging, and then with your hands, actually pull back the towel and come up and over that towel. Inhale and exhale. Really feel the weight of your body going from right side to left side, and then push the ground away each time with the standing foot. Last 2. Finish it up. And then when you come back to center, slowly we're making our way to the ground. So just a few minutes of core activation. You can take your towel, keep it in your hands. I want you to bend your knees. Have your feet pretty close to your sit bones, so heels hip distance apart. Take your elbows to the floor. Pull the towel apart. We're going to create what's called like bat arms or the letter W by nodding the chin and curling up and over our rib cage. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and stay right here. Now you want to really feel the mid-back, and then some of you are going to lift your feet up. Parallel your shins towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Remember, you can always bring your feet down. Exhale, bring your head and shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, belly to spine, and then come back down. We're going to inhale, coming down. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, coming down. If you want a little more, extend those legs. Now, if your hamstrings are feeling pretty tight, go back to the knees bent. So we're waking up the front of the belly. We're waking up the mid-back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you pull the towel apart and come up and over, curling over that front rib cage. Chin is nodding in, looking towards your thighs. 4 more. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. Pull the towel apart from your mid-back. 2 more. Last one. Front ribs are in and release. You're going to take your arms up over your chest. Knees bent, feet on the ground, nice and close to your sit bones. Bridge. Now shoulders separate apart. Pull the towel apart and then lift your hips up. From here, you're gonna go down halfway, up all the way. Think hover, and then lift. This is a hinge, but now we're horizontal and relying on the ground. If you wanna go further, pull the towel apart and bring the arms back. So think of a nice movement straight back from the shoulders. You can feel the arm bones moving in the shoulder socket as you bring the arms back. Again, your range is your range. One side might feel a little different. Try to keep the towel straight across the body as you go back and forward. Again, front ribs in, belly strong. We've got 4 more to go. 3, 2, beautiful, last one. From here, bring your knees in, put your towel down, grab your hamstrings, tuck your chin, or just simply roll side to side. We're flipping around. We're going onto our hands and knees. Our last part of our core activation is our famous plank. We're not going to use the towel here, but even though your hands are on the ground, shoulder distance apart, make sure you feel as if you're still pulling that towel apart from the floor. Press apart and feel those shoulders on your back, triceps. Roll the shoulders away from your ears, think shoulder blades down and back towards your hip pockets. Now you can keep your knees down or take your legs long and find that plank. Now legs wide is going to help you with this move. Also, we can start to walk our hands in a little bit and then find our final little extra bit shoulder taps. Now the goal here is not to move the body and just simply still the body. Maybe it's not that simple. Still the body as you move from one side to the other, tapping the hands. So you're just moving the weight from one arm to the other. Balance out the weight in your legs, in your center. We've got another 8. If you need a break, bring your knees down. You can do this with your knees on the ground. Keep lengthening, thinking heart reaching forward, nice and long through that mid-back. 2 more. And there you are, that's it. Walk it back towards your feet. Grab your towel, and then reach up. Stretch it back. We're about to start our more dynamic movements. We have a 12-minute challenge coming up. 4 movements, 45 seconds per move with a 15-second recover. Our movements are going to be total body based. Our first one, squats. Grab your heavier weights. We're going to be using a goblet position with the weights at your chest, or you can keep the weights by your side. Feet are wider than your hips. This is the rocket squat. So we come down for 3, we go straight up for 1. So utilizing those core muscles. Let's go down for 3, 2, 1, drive up. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Shoulders back. Chest is nice and proud. I'm going to start the clock now, so you've got a little extra on this move. I do have a timer that's going to take us through these moves. 45 seconds per move. Now, if you want to add on the rocket, you can come up on your toes as you drive the body up. So think about a straight line up, like a rocket, going straight up to the moon. And then, of course, you can go faster, you can go slower. 3, 2, 1. Keep the weight equal in both your legs, in both your feet. That's where it starts. Then drive up, think about the breath. Exhale, that's right. So your exhale gives you a little extra energy, and it kind of zips you up, braces you, brace your body. Do one more. Relax. Now take a look, because I'm going to show you the next move. Weights are going to be by your side. It's a lunge back with 3 pulses, alternating right and left. So you're going to take your right leg back, do 3 pulses, and then switch. Left leg back, then switch. So let's start there. Now some of you are going to add a bicep curl on the way in. 3 pulses, step up, drive up, maybe even a knee up. So one more add-on, 3 pulses, step or drive the knee up. There's a lot of extra little bits here. 3 pulse lunge, all the way back, and then drive into that front foot as you come back to center. You can add the curl One more on each side. Finish it up. Did a little extra on that one too. Put your weights down. For the next two moves, we just need our body. At the back of your mat, walk forward and take your legs wide. Torpedoes. This is kind of the cardiovascular part. You're gonna go back with your hips and then right forward like a rocket, this time horizontal. Drive your body straight across the mat. Lengthen out through those legs, pull the belly back. To modify, go slower. To add on, go faster. And give it a little more drive, a little more energy as you come forward through that squat. You got this, last 5. That's right, just 2 more. Whew. And there you go, walk back towards your feet. Squat and hold. This is part of our move. We're gonna walk it forward and do 2 push-ups, then come back to this move. Then we'll do 4 push-ups, then 6, then 4, then 2. Let's do it. Walk forward, hands are wider than the shoulders. 2 push-ups, 1, 2, walk back. Find your squat, and then come forward. Remember, you can do the push-ups on your knees. 4 push-ups, 1, inhale, exhale, 2, 3, 4, walk back. Find your squat, come forward. 6 push-ups, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk back towards your squat. Come forward, 2 push-ups, 1, 4 push-ups, 2, 3. But our time is done, so walk back, squat, and rise. You'll get to do that again. Our goal will try to do the 2, 4, 6, 4, 2. But let's go back to squats. Grab your weights, rocket squats. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Drive up on your toes or keep those heels down. Remember that these movements are going to be done 3 times today. We're revisiting this move our second time. Give it a little more oomph. Notice it's kind of like our torpedo. We get into it, and then we rock it up. Energy from your core. There you go. Shoulders broad, chest slightly lifted, belly toned. Last one. Perfect. Grab your weights into your hands so you can have them by your side. 3 pulse lunge. You can add the bicep curl. You can add the knee drive. 3, 2, here we go. Pause for 3, 2, 1, and again. This one here, go at your own pace. If you're adding that knee drive and the curl, you might need to take your time here, but if you're not doing those little extras, you're just lunging, you can definitely go faster. Keep that front knee over the ankle, and keep your eyes straight ahead, looking forward, so your body and energy are going in that forward direction. We have 10 more seconds on this one. Let's balance it out. Make sure you do both sides. Finish yours up, and then we meet for our third move. So put your weights down. Torpedo time. Lots of squat-like movements. So when you get into this position, spread out your fingers. Make sure your arms are directly underneath your shoulders as you go into that plank. Belly strong. You can wrap those shoulders around. Think shoulder blades gliding down your back. Search for those glutes. Search for those hamstrings. Search for those inner thighs. This is your muscular endurance. Getting our heart rate up. Give it that extra little bit of drive as you go straight across your mat. Again, you can slow it down. You can take a break. And we've got 3, 2, and 1. Walk it back. You've got your squat. So let's try to do 2, 4, 6, 4, 2 push-ups, right? All right, here we go. Walk forward. You decide, knees up or knees on the ground. 2 push-ups. Make them good. Now, some of you are going to go faster, so you can definitely get through all of those push-ups. 4 push-ups. Walk back. Keep that plank-like sensation. You've got 6. We've got 15 seconds. You might be able to get through 4 push-ups. 5 seconds. 2 push-ups. Let's do it. And then walk it back. Shake it out. We're already on our 3rd round, rocket squats. 4 minutes to go. Find your weights at your chest. Feet wider than your hips. 3, 2, 1, drive up. Now I definitely feel the sweat. I feel the heat. I feel your energy. Keep it going. Really find that power through your inner thighs, your calves. Feel for those muscles as you rock it up. Keep those elbows in. Shoulders spread across the chest, so think broad shoulders. Broad collarbones. Again, your pace. Whew. Last one after this, right? One more. There you go. Weights down. No, lunges. Keep your weights. We've got a 3-pulse lunge and a bicep curl if you like. Always options. Here we go. Lunge back. 3, 2, 1. Drive a curl or just tap. Remember the energy from the front leg to bring you up. Press into the full foot, heel and toes. Drive the floor down and then straight body, like the plank. Get a little bit of a balance challenge here too. And also you might be catching up to your breath since we are in our 3rd round. So steady your breath. Steady your breath. Got 1 more to balance it out, so maybe you might have to do 2. And now put your weights down. Sweat is happening. We're about to do our torpedoes. Let's get low. Find your lines. Hands spread out. Arms strong. Belly to spine as you go forward and back. I can definitely feel my energy very different on the 3rd round. Some of you might feel more awake. Some of you might feel a little fatigued. Find your balance so you can get through. You've got 20 seconds. Shoulders back. Belly strong. We've got 10. Keep those arms powerful. Toned. 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk back. Find your squat. You can stand up if you need. I'm going to. 2, 4, 6, 4, 2. Push-ups. 3, 2. Let's walk it forward. Set it up well. Hands are wider than the shoulders. Long through the torso. 2 push-ups. Then come back. 4 push-ups. If you manage to get through this before us, then go back up to 4 and 6. And that's awesome, by the way. We all have different paces here. 6 push-ups. Keep that neck long. Keep that belly toned. 4 push-ups. We have seconds. Let's get this done. If you're with me, 2 push-ups. And then knees down. Child's pose. 3 rounds completed. Beautiful work, everybody. We're going to do a little finale here from the floor. Grab your 5-pound, 8-pound weight. We're going into reverse flies from our plank. Knees wide, grab the weight in one arm. You can always keep one knee down as a kickstand. Open out, come back. Knees down or knees up. Do 1 narrow push-up, then switch. Grab the weight, a nice rotation plank, and then narrow push-up, knees down or up. So remember, you can always kickstand with that bottom knee. Lengthen the body along the floor. Got about 2 more per side. Think shoulders down and back. Glide them away from those ears. And breathe. Got about 1 more to go. When you're done your last push-up, bring your knees down, bring your hips back, give your arms a little stretch. We're finishing up with our towels like we did in the beginning. Grab your towels, wipe your sweat, and let's make our way onto our back. All right. I'm just trying to figure out what time it is. We still have about 2 minutes. So I'm going to take this towel in front of the chest, roll down, elbows wide. Do you remember we did this in our warm-up? So let's see how we do this time. Feet on the ground first. Press down, pull the towel apart, nod the chin, come up and over those front ribs. We're going to stay here. Push that ground so you get that extra little squeeze. Float your legs or straight. Okay, scissor. Now scissor could be legs straight or more of a knee bend tap. Or just stay there. Meaning don't move your legs. Upper up curl, press those elbows into the ground. Pull the towel apart. Belly strong. Look towards your thighs. You're basically a little bit higher up with this. So you're kind of on the very tips of your shoulder blades, curling up and over your rib cage. Pull the towel apart. Get some good rhomboid work here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, roll down, arms up. Let's do 10 bridges with the arms overhead. Here we go. Hips up, hover down. 2, 3, eyes on the ceiling. Pull that towel apart. We're also slowly moving into a slower rhythm because we are going to cool down after this. 2 more. Last one. Hips down, elbows to the floor. Pull the towel apart, push the floor. Choice of legs, option 1, 2, or 3. Scissor or not. This time we're going to go a little faster. Press into the floor. Pull that belly button towards the spine. Think about those rhomboids. Pulling the towel apart. So you've got a lot of muscle included. Inner thighs. Scissoring those legs. Chin is nodding in. We've got 10. Make sure those hips are very stable, very quiet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, roll down. Let's do 10 bridges with arms overhead. Hips up, hover off the ground. 2. This is going to take us to the end of our class. We do have a little bit of a cool down coming up. Keep pulling that towel apart from your mid-back. Keep your wrists nice and straight. Think knuckles straight up and away from those shoulders. 4 more. 3 more. Really squeeze through those glutes now. Last 2. Last 1. And then bring those hips down. Bring the towel down. Maybe use it to wipe your sweat. Extend your legs. and extend your arms overhead. You made it. Our workout is the type of workout that if you want, you can wait a few moments and it will be on your Instagram or Beauties Club page. You can repeat it. It's a good one to repeat. You can also just simply go on into your day and do something else. But let's stretch for a minute, just laying on the ground. Let's take a deep breath, extend the arms and legs, lift the back slightly off the floor, let your belly rise. So there's almost like an arc in your back. And then as you exhale, just kind of soften and let the back roll down to the floor so it feels more natural. And again, extend the arms and legs, arc at the back. So this arc that we're creating, we would never do when we're working our strength and our muscles, but we're stretching through. So this is where you can go there and then release. Let it go. You're gonna get to do that one more time. It feels really nice in all sorts of ways. So as you stretch, really let that back arc in a way where you can lift your belly up towards the ceiling, let your arms reach, let your legs reach. And then when you exhale and you let go, simply dissolve the body down and then draw the legs in. We're gonna keep the knees together and go into a spinal twist. So knees go together to one side. The arms will now open up, palms to ceiling, shoulders flat across the floor. Keep them there as you bring your knees to the floor in the opposite direction. And just kind of find a place where you can feel a little bit of a stretch in the lower back, along the chest, in the front of the shoulder, and also in the thighs. You can use your hand to pull them in, pull them down. And then very carefully, one leg at a time, come back to center. And very carefully, mindfully go to the other side. And just allow yourself to feel the shoulder opening up through the chest, opening up through the low back, the hip, and letting that breath settle you down. On the next inhale, come back to center. Take your hands along the outside of your shins or your thighs, nod your chin, and now roll up and down. You can do this also another way by rolling to one side. Our goal is to come up. And our goal is to say goodbye. So thank you everybody for that wonderful movement morning practice. Have a fantastic day. We're doing this every day. We've got new teachers, familiar teachers, so stay in touch. And keep healthy, keep moving. It's one of the best ways to ground and find balance in this time that we're living in. And when we're in our bodies, we're a little bit more clear, I find. We're a little bit more ourselves. So use your body to help you come back to yourself.